feels good. Welcome back to the More Taco Encounter. You know what doesn't feel good? Joe's back.
Yeah.
You've been having some back issues recently, man. What's been going down?
Yeah, well, I turned 38 in 2.5 months. I think that's part of it. Pretty
soon you'll be joining me in the 40
no,
club.
That's still far away.
You know what happened when Erik turned 40? He started getting pains.
Yeah.
That night.
Yeah, that night.
I jacked my knee.
Yeah.
So
I just tweaked my lower back. Oh no.
I tweaked
be careful.
Careful.
I tweaked my my lower back doing some exercising. Pretty bad. Spasms, all the good stuff. I think it stems back from a previous injury years ago when I was deadlifting when my gym was in the basement. Quick story, gym's in the basement. I got music blaring. I'm feeling good about myself. Kate's on the Peloton, pedaling away, locked in. And I was deadlifting and I blew my lower back out, collapsed on the ground. Kate, I could see her out of the corner of my eye, freaking out, couldn't get unlatched from the Peloton to come and aid me laying on the ground. Basically unable to move. Finally get my big ass up, walk upstairs, end up going to the emergency room because I thought I blew a disc out my back. Thankfully, it was not. It was just a pulled muscle. And then I've had like lower back issues really ever since then. And this one I was literally warming up to do some stiff leg deadlifts, heavy stiff leg deadlifts, and just pulled a muscle, dropped me to my knees, and was unable to successfully move on Wednesday. So that was good.
Yeah, you were talking about getting out of bed, and I've experienced this before. I have lower back issues myself. There are sometimes you get stiff at night and you cannot get out of bed. And
couldn't move.
And you're like, and I don't mean this disrespectfully at all, but you see people like nurses help the paraplegics, like moving their leg, and like you're trying to get your legs off the bed. You're trying to get to a position where you can get out of bed without being in pain.
Correct.
You rolled out of bed. Didn't you like roll out of bed or something?
So I like got up on my 2 feet, but I couldn't stand up because I had nothing to like grab onto that was tall enough to like aid myself. So I ended up sitting back down, rolling onto my stomach.
I think we've all been there though.
Yeah. And like walked myself up to a standing position like 20 minutes later. I did the telehealth move. Which is phenomenal. If you guys have that, if your insurance offers telehealth, it's awesome. She hooked me up with a muscle relaxer. I double dosed that puppy and got right back in the gym that afternoon.
Good for you.
Yeah, ready to go. But it's like finally, the pain is finally subsiding.
So you use heat or ice?
But so here's the thing. This is for all the viewers out there with muscle shit. You start with ice, right? Because you have inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea is then to reduce inflammation by the cold. And then once your inflammation has reduced, you're then able to switch over to heat, and then you can kind of alternate both, right? And I've learned that obviously over time, and I think it's probably why my back has healed so fast because even though I was working out with the pain, I kind of listened to my body a little bit, didn't go overboard, and then also did the heat, ice, muscle relaxer, ibuprofen, amoxicillin for my gums. I'm all over the place. I'm like a pharmacy. Whatever you guys need, hit me up.
You had a rough couple
Yeah.
weeks.
But here's the thing. So our boy Erik over here, I think he mentioned in an earlier episode about going to a food convention, but it's more than food, right? There's a bunch of crap there, right?
Everything from the food industry, but there's things that anything that a restaurateur, a restaurant owner, a hotel chain, a mass bread supply chain could ever need is there. Thousands and thousands of vendors.
So we were talking, obviously, and we'll get into it, but Erik purchased a heating and ice pack kit, right? And we're gonna tag them in this. It's called Clix Therapy. Okay, you guys see this? Clix Therapy, right? So what's really cool about these is that they come in various sizes, right? So you got these little packs. I don't know what these little ones are for. Maybe like put in your butt. I don't know. But
they're like hand warmers for like I got caught by
you can like put in your hat if your head's cold.
I got caught with the tiny ones for umpiring, like when it's really cold and I need my hand, or you're at a football game or whatever, and you need a little hand warmer.
That makes sense.
And then they have other sizes, right? Larger ones for your back, your neck, your face, your shoulders, right? They have all these ones. So Erik was grateful enough and gave me a whole pack, really, for me to mess with. And after my inflammation went away, I used the back one on my lower back, and literally was on there for, I probably had it too long, but like an hour. And it stayed hot as hell the whole time. And I text them after and I'm like, hey, like, I know we're talking shit about these things, but they work. Like my back felt legitimately looser after.
To be clear, I like the thing.
It's a cool thing.
It's a cool thing.
We'll get into the details of it, but we're going to show you guys how to use this thing on air. All right,
let's do it.
Thanks to the old internet, it showed me everything I needed to know about it. So it comes like this gel type pack, right? Very loose and goosey, like a stress ball, if I may. And there's these little tabs on the inside.
It's like a metallic tab, almost like the size of a dime.
Yeah. So what you do is, you guys can see it's kind of like jelly. You click it. Oh, I clicked it, and as you could see,
Joe lifts, by the way.
Yeah, it's now changing into this hardened gel. Very satisfying.
That's really quick.
I believe it's silicone. I believe
it is.
Silicone.
This is like high grade silicone.
This is also ASMR for all those kids out there.
Yeah. So right, you're looking at it right now. It's heating up. It's hot
and it's hardening.
Yeah, now it's getting hard too. Right. I don't think I clicked it good enough. I'll double click it.
I mean,
oh, damn it. Either way.
I was not prepared. It's at work.
Believe me, it's getting warm, right? And now they stay hot for multiple hours, which is awesome. So then it goes to the thing you put wherever you want it, right? Your leg, your eye, your eye patch, whatever you want to do with it. And then when you're done and it cools down, to get it back to the gel-like status is you take it and you boil it for 10 to 15 minutes until it gets back to where it looks like the gel again.
And what's surprising is like you don't want the plastic to melt, so what you like wrap it in a towel.
Yeah, but I read online that you don't even have to wrap it.
You can go to low temperature.
Yeah, you also don't have to wrap it because it's such a high grade silicone that it won't melt.
So that even the
yeah. So I like read some stuff online. A salesperson for it commented saying that you don't have to wrap it when you boil it because it won't stick to the pan. It won't melt. It won't do anything because it's such a high grade item, which is, I mean, high grade comes with what? When you hear high grade, you hear high what?
Price.
Yes.
High price.
Cost.
So what is it going to set us back for? Do you buy them by the piece? Do you buy?
So
them?
you can.
How does this work?
We're gonna lean on Eric for
how does this endeavor work?
You can hold it while
you can. Oh, it's so warm and nice.
It's like a bag of sand.
You can buy you. I'm gonna hand it to Nico, so that my anxiety doesn't kick in.
Yeah.
But
that is warm.
It's warm.
You can purchase individual items. Myself and my boy Miguel, who were both at the restaurant show, we got like a mega pack basically. Comes with a backpack, a neck pack, a butt cheek pack. No, I just made that up.
I was going to say, does it really?
No, that'd be amazing.
I think it's called an ass pack.
Please tell me you didn't use this one for your butt pack.
No, but
I boiled it.
I think I got 7 or 8 individual pieces.
Yeah, there's quite a bit in there.
And I mean, it's warm and it's phenomenal. And the demonstration when we saw him, Clix Therapy at the Restaurant Association was amazing. It was really incredible. It blew us away. And then
so much so
that
they saw an ice cone.
Persist. So the horrors persist in my life because we got a giant pack, and I think it was around $500, and
but that's two. But you got two kits in that.
Myself
double
and my buddy.
So
Miguel.
there's 2 kits,
but retail price. If you were to find these, like we got these at a convention that we were able to get access to. Retail price on their website is a bit higher than that.
Yeah.
And it's quality product. Definitely had to explain that to the wife.
Did you get in trouble?
I wouldn't say you got in trouble.
No,
You got shamed.
I got shamed.
You made a big purchase. That's a big purchase that you kind of have to
run
about.
by.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
And Miguel and his family are very happy with the product. I have not had an opportunity.
Joe is very happy with the product.
Joe is happy with the product.
Yeah, I'm very thankful.
I have not had. This is super warm in my hand right now. My cold weather umpiring season is over, so I will not be using it this season for that. But we definitely want to try it out more thoroughly.
Yeah.
Before I give a full on review of the product, but from everything I've heard,
Well, what's
fantastic.
Yeah, what's really cool
that
is
does warm up
we're
really
gonna
quick.
tag. We're gonna
it's
tag,
immediate.
Yeah.
We're gonna tag Clix Therapy on this because this is
kinda
some
cool.
solid stuff, and this is warm.
Yeah,
Like
and
there's
dude,
no denying this is
the
warm.
back one gets even warmer.
Yeah,
Like it's like this big. It's huge.
They
And
have-
it wraps around your love handles and everything. It's great.
a ton of
Keeps
product.
it all in and tight.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I
They feel
think one
very
of the
tight.
things was when I was talking to the sales agent was, if I'm on a baseball field and this warms up, like they told me that I would be able to, like, in objectivity, I've not been able to test this, so I don't know. They told me I would be able to restart the heat because I sometimes
Really?
umpire 8 to 10 hours, and they told me I'd be able to restart the heat in hot water. I didn't realize it was boiling hot water. So
Yes.
that is not about Clix Therapy. That is about a particular sales agent making a sale
Yeah.
and selling me on the product. So
He basically told you it's reusable.
it is reusable,
And you can travel with them.
and I can travel. But the thing is like when I'm umpiring, I can't boil a pot of water off the side of the
your little
field.
stove.
You don't have a little camping stove that you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
with you everywhere?
Is that umpire got a crock,
Yeah,
got a
strike.
crock pot over there?
Strike.
He's like a what's his like naked gun? What's that guy's name?
Leslie Nielsen?
Yeah. When busting out everything when you
Yes.
jump in the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
That's
Yes.
Eric.
Oh yeah. So
It's cool. It's a cool
It
product.
is
You-
a cool product.
according to the directions, according to the box, you have to boil it.
Yeah, 10 to
to
15.
to get it 10 to 15 minutes.
The little ones went quicker. The bigger one probably took closer
So
to 20
that
minutes.
might be the case. Like I might be able to run this under really hot water and it might go back.
I don't know. I don't think
It's
so.
worth a shot though.
We're gonna hope and pray that it does because that's what I was told. And
They said just hot water.
they told me hot water would fix this while I was umping games. That
Yeah.
was the big thing for me
Yeah.
that sold it. Obviously, everything has context. Whether we boil them or not, we will figure this out. It's warm. It works. It helped Joe's back.
It did. No joke.
My buddy Miguel's family loves the product.
Yeah, they're cool for sure. It's
Yeah.
definitely a really good idea. The reusable piece of it's cool. To be able to travel with it's cool.
And Joe, you'll attest to this. I mean, what is there really a price on health? Honestly,
No, like
No.
It may
When it
be an
comes to-
expensive product, but at the same
Yes.
time, that product it sounds like it's worth it.
I'm
It really does.
Yeah.
my thing is
you don't
not-
think about it until you actually get hurt. Then you're like,
And-
I will do anything I
sure.
need
and that's
pay
what,
anything I need to feel better.
that's what I'm saying.
you know?
that's why I have my epic psoas machine
Yeah,
that I just freaking lay on the ground.
yeah,
And I paid some good money for
Yeah,
that.
I'm
too.
about to build a sauna in here. So
yeah.
I mean,
dude, massage
I would rather,
guns.
I would
For
rather
sure.
Think about
than-
massage guns, all that
are-
stuff.
yeah.
Like,
Massage guns like $200.
no, not anymore.
A good one.
No, they're like they've come down.
Have
in
you been
price.
to Ross?
Yeah,
I do not want a massage gun from Ross.
it's Nike.
Lightly
Just don't
used,
do it. It's a
Nike,
cheaper
just
one. Yeah,
don't do it.
Returned
no,
and
but
lightly
they're
used.
significantly cheaper than they used to
Maybe
be.
like
They
50,
are
50
cheaper.
or something?
Yeah, you get like a really good one for $50.
Yeah, and then it'll quit on you in a day, but you're good.
Yeah, then you
And then you
another
just
again.
use your. there you
Yeah,
go.
then you just
Can you
just
drop
hold it?
Can you drop the massage gun in boiling water and
It'll
start working
reactivate
again?
itself.
Yeah,
That'd be-
it comes back to
that'd
life.
be that would be amazing.
But yeah, Clix Therapy.
So
If you have
super cool product.
$400 just chilling and you need some heating pads, this is what you get.
and
that is a
I
cool
don't even want to
product,
say it's
though.
$400.
It's
Check
cool.
out their website. They got all the dibs there,
It's cool.
and it works. It works. So
Well, it's a
now
little silicone
My-
smack.
silicone smack. So my deal is obviously like I'm on a pretty trim budget. I'm like these guys know I'm the 99-cent wing guy. I'm the guy who's like, if when I go to a restaurant and I see 8 wings for $12, I'm like, that's a no-go for me because I'm not going to pay more than $1 a wing because I remember in college when I got 20-cent wings. And actually it was 10-cent wings.
I think it was 10 at one
10
point.
I was just gonna say it was 10-cent wings.
So now don't get me wrong. I know nowadays it's not 10-cent
yeah,
wings
thanks a lot,
anymore.
Biden.
Until,
You went there first. I almost did. Thank you.
I'll do it.
until I go to B-Dubs and
Wednesday.
I buy
Monday and
it,
Wednesday.
what is it like? Is it $14.99 or $19.99?
So is
It's
it
$19.99 now. All you can eat wings and
$19.99
fries.
is
Listen.
it this Monday, tomorrow, as in Memorial Day, where we're all off of work?
$19.99 means I only need to eat 200 wings for it to be 10-cent wings.
We can do that.
We could, yeah.
We can do that. Have you been to Hooters?
I'm pretty sure
we have smashed more.
I'm pretty
Hooters-
sure we don't
smashed
all
more
get
wings
to
at
order
Hooters.
one. I think we have to order our own set.
Whatever.
Says who?
Says
The fine print.
The fine print.
I think one of you need to walk in with a
So-
man purse And then we'll just throw in our leftovers.
Yeah,
me,
we'll tinfoil it. Yeah.
When I made this purchase, I was conflicted because I knew that was like all my spending money for like
4 years.
months.
Yeah.
And I told my
and
buddy,
he has 2 jobs.
I told my, I have multiple jobs. And I told my buddy, I was like, listen, bro, if we're going in on this, I cannot, he's like, just pay me back when you want, whatever. And that makes me think there's sometimes you purchase a product and you're happy with it, but it ends up defaulting on you or breaking on you. You know, I've only had this for a short time. Let's hope it doesn't break. Let's hope it's a legit product.
Feels good.
Sometimes you purchase something and you regret it immediately. Sometimes you purchase something, you regret it later. Dude, you could purchase something for $2 and it could be worth 10 cents and you could be pissed off. It's not about a money amount. It's not about
Correct.
a quantity or something like that. What? Because I'm trying to think, because these guys have been teasing me. You know, people have been teasing me, but you spent $250 on warming pads?
On gel.
What kind of gel pads are these? You know,
Expensive.
everybody's giving me crap. What? Let me give you crap. What are the worst purchases? And I'm not saying this is, but what are the worst purchases you guys have ever made in your life? Is there something that triggers? And
Yeah, I got one. You go
Nico,
first, though.
Nico, not
Nico's go
immediately.
first. Yeah, Nico goes
What-
first.
what'd you got?
2003 Impala. Fucking garbage.
Dude.
2003 Impala.
The worst electrical system in any car ever. And it was actually rated that way too.
Ironically,
Yeah.
But how long did it last you?
Well, how long did it last me before I got pissed off?
Yeah.
I left a lot and I was pissed off.
Damn.
wow.
Yeah.
You bought it in 2003? Was it new?
It wasn't brand new. It was
Okay,
like
when-
2007. when I
Okay,
bought
so
it.
like
It was like one of those things
new
where
used kind of thing.
we were young parents. We needed a car. So it was one of those things where it's like, it's cheap.
Yeah, the Impalas are a good price point.
Yeah,
There might be a reason.
And that's why we bought it. And that's the reason.
Yeah.
It's trash. So that was a long,
How long did you have the car for?
like 5 years. So, I mean, once we were able to get rid of it, we got rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we were able to upgrade. It was one
Yeah.
of those cars that you needed just to get by, transition to,
Yeah.
the next stage in life, and absolutely garbage.
Yeah. It's funny that you say that because mine is also a car.
A vehicle. Wow.
Also a Chevy.
Oh,
So when
We are not tagging Chevy.
yeah,
in this
I'm going to
video.
tag the fuck out of them. But here's the thing. So when I turned 16, my mom bought me my first car, Saturn SL2. Loved that car. Had a sweet sub in it. No big deal. Crushed, right? Well, that thing took a dump. I bought it used, obviously. I think I bought it with an oil leak. All this stuff, right? So cool. I needed a new car, and I wanted my first car loan, right? And because as I've gotten older, and as my wife checks me and keeps me mature, I at that point she was not checking me, and I made just on the whim, whatever I could get my hands on purchase, right? So I had no credit at that point. I think I was 18 when I bought the car. I had no credit. I had no money and everything. So I accepted anything I could. Right. So I bought a brand new 2018 Chevy Aveo.
2018?
sucker.
2004. Sorry.
2004.
2004. I don't know
Well,
what-
I was gonna say
2018 was
it was
4
like
years.
5 minutes
Bro.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did this when I was 30.
It was when I was 18 I bought it. So in 2004 I bought this car. A $389 car payment, which nowadays is pretty cheap.
Now that's cheap. I was like, give me that any day for a brand new car.
18% interest.
Ouch. It's that no credit thing that
Yeah,
got you.
it totally got me, right? And it was fucking bright red. The worst car ever, right? So
18%.
and think about it at that age, and that's one thing that our parents didn't really teach us.
yeah,
Nobody taught us like as far as interest.
I wouldn't even blame parents. That's something that I believe should be a part of the education. And
I
as
agree.
a teacher,
I
I believe
agree.
it should
I
be
agree.
part of the education system.
but it's not. So
teaching
It's not,
kids
though.
life
Right.
skills, actual.
yes,
Cool. You don't know
Balancing your
calculus.
checkbook. Kids don't know how to do that.
You don't know calculus, but you can calculate the interest on a payment.
yeah,
You should
right.
be able to do
Like
that.
Yeah.
like Delaney literally asked me yesterday, like, what's a mortgage? And I had explained to her that it's when they bend you over, and then no, it's. I explained to her what it is, you know. So yeah, I'm like, I just took whatever I could. I knew it was a bad decision when I made the purchase, but I did it. I mean, you look at me, not like saying anything. You look the way I look, and then you Google a 2004 Chevy Aveo, and you understand kind of what I'm saying here. So
It's like that
take your
super
time.
tall guy in The Simpsons getting out of the little like bug or
Bro,
whatever.
I
was
want
like
you to buy a smart car.
Yeah, it was basically a smart car, no joke, right? So I buy it, and at that point too, I didn't even like take care of things that I had, right? So I had a $400 a month car payment. I didn't even think I made that in a month at that point. Couldn't afford it. All this stuff. When I was 18, I actually got it repossessed because I didn't pay my car payment.
Ooh.
Yeah. Somehow, because it was such a shady car dealership, it sold to so many different banks. It never even popped up my credit report. It like went away.
Wow.
Which when I got rid of it, it wasn't even on my credit. Crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah. So just a stupid childhood mistake, right? And so I ended up, only reason I got rid of it after I got out of being repoed was I didn't get an oil change for like 4 years, and I blew the engine on it.
That might
You
happen.
need lubrication, bro.
At the Target in off of 59 and Irving Park.
Oh,
in
Streamwood?
Yeah.
Yep.
I parked it there. We went and it got towed to the dealership that took it from me because it wasn't paid off yet. And that's when I got my my bright orange Dodge Nitro, which I loved that SUV. Anyone can rip on it. That thing was awesome. But the purchase I regret the most was my 2004 red Chevy Aveo.
I hear that around that range, Chevy vehicles and the electric system and all that wonderfulness was
Yeah.
awesome.
It was just it was cool like to have my own car and stuff. And honestly, looking back at it now, it was a learning opportunity, right?
You have to do it.
Get your damn oil changes
Yeah.
to pay your car.
Pay your
payments.
fucking car.
So that was that, but I regret.
Hence why you had
I
the
regret.
18% interest rate.
Yeah, and the 18% interest.
They
rate, right?
kind of knew you were going to do that.
Yeah.
Dude.
I ended up getting a brand new, not a new, but it was a used Nitro, but it was a much nicer vehicle. My payment was less because like everything worked out. I did it the
Yeah.
right way.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
So
It's crazy. It's crazy because like you guys are talking about interest and all this stuff. When I was in college, I ended up co-signing. So this is kind of a couple of these are on the right track, but I know what my worst purchase is.
It's not Clix Therapy.
No, Clix Therapy. The jury
Save my back.
The jury is not
Yeah.
out on this. It was a large amount of money for me to be spending at the time, unknowingly. But we're gonna
Yeah.
we're tagging Clix Therapy.
It
And we're gonna
wasn't
see how
it
we're
was
gonna
an
see how this works out.
18% interest purchase.
No, not
you know what I'm saying.
18%.
So you're good.
Well,
When I was
so
in
we think.
yeah, right.
yeah, I don't think
Until Miguel starts hitting.
Miguel's like, dude,
Yeah.
you owe
Pony
me
up.
$3,000.
pony up, dude. One of my packs burst.
So I got a couple of them. In college, I co-signed a friend's cell phone, and because
Oh, I remember that.
her parents wouldn't, and her parents were smart, and I was dumb, and she never paid it, and that hurt my credit. But that wasn't technically a purchase myself. There was another interesting scenario with that, like with my ex-wife. I was doing all the finances for my first marriage, except for like one, which was like our house furniture. And like when we got divorced, I gave her all the money basically we had, and I kept the stuff because she wanted to go back to Wisconsin. She wanted to get out of here. Justifiably so. Just very difficult season for both of us, obviously. And she did not tell me about any of the payments. And
Damn.
hilariously, probably for her,
Not so much for you.
I was one payment short of finishing the interest-free period. You know how you get like
Yep.
Yeah, they
five.
give you, like,
It was like 5
6
years, six,
yeah.
60,
Yeah, whatever
60
it
months,
is.
whatever.
Yeah.
I was one payment short. I did not know about it. Did not make the payment. Got a bill for all the accumulated interest, like $4,000 or something stupid
Well, yeah, because you get
Yeah.
hit for the whole
for
time.
the whole time
Yeah, the
period
length of
of
it.
interest.
for
and
like
I
a
was-
$200 payment.
Not even like 50 or $60.
Oh
Like,
my
Damn.
god!
I got wrecked. So I've had some interest issues too. This is why we really should teach our kids about that.
I
But
agree.
if I'm being totally honest and objective, the worst purchase I ever made during COVID You guys all know this story.
Yeah.
During COVID, I was doing some online gaming. And I'm not talking about online gaming, gambling.
He's talking about OnlyFans.
I'm talking
OnlyFans subscriptions.
They watched each other play video games.
I'm talking about nerdy stuff.
Only games.
Only games. Only games.
Bro. Where's
I'm
that
talking-
joystick?
Gosh. We are not an NC-17 show, but
Oh
I'm
my
talking
God.
nerdy. I'm talking nerdy stuff. I'm talking like little digital characters. I'm not going to say on air how much I spent.
We know.
A
Yeah, you don't have to say it.
stupid amount of money.
Yeah. A good amount of cash.
Enough
A
to where I
huge
feel
amount of
bad.
to where my wife was questioning her decision making in marrying me. And I already nuked one marriage, so I tried to recoup the second. And fortunately, we've figured everything out. And that's one of the reasons I have multiple jobs, to make sure that that situation doesn't happen again. And we're in a great financial place. I never put us in debt. It wasn't anything like that. It's not like I was racking up. Oh no! Let's be clear. I was racking up credit cards, but I had the money to pay
wasn't
for it.
frivolous.
It was still frivolous.
Oh,
It was horrible.
It
was horrible.
It
There's
wasn't
no way
something
to.
that you couldn't address.
But it wasn't
It could
something
be
that
you
were not taking food off of your family's table.
correct. It was
That's a fair
purified.
statement.
It was purified stupidity
Yes.
that wasted money that could have gone to my wife and kids.
Correct.
And could have purchased a wonderful pool that we now have in our backyard.
Well, it
And
could have purchased the dirt removal.
Here's where the
Twice.
horrors persist.
This is
I
awesome.
have an $8,000 pile of dirt in my backyard. So any more Taco Encounter viewers, if you like dirt, you can have my dirt.
Wait. You're offering the clay first.
I'll offer
Yeah.
clay. I'll
Yes.
offer dirt. I'll offer a hug and a smooch.
Yeah.
Come to my house
And some wings.
and some wings.
You come to
you'll
come
get-
to
you'll
B-Dubs
get
night-
on a Monday.
You know what?
And it's on us.
Not tomorrow though.
No.
It's gonna be packed tomorrow.
Dude,
I'm not gonna go there
you
tomorrow.
will get
Can
all
you get
the
it to
wings you
go?
want for getting the dirt out of my yard. So we have a beautiful pool right now and a poop ton of dirt in our backyard. Anybody who's ever had a pool built,
All the
mine
dirt.
is not in ground but semi in ground, and there is a mountain. I use that term only vaguely loosely.
It's tall.
It's a mountain.
It's at least
it's
6
8
feet tall.
Oh, it's over 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's taller than me. Mountain of dirt in my
You
backyard.
guys just told me 4. Now I'm scared.
Dude, it's like
Four is the depth of the pool. Where we'll have to
Oh,
back
okay,
up.
it's like
There.
6 by 12, but 6 feet almost all the way across.
12.
12
I
feet
think it's
long.
longer. I think it's 20. 20 feet in,
6
in length.
by 20.
It's brutal.
Did you not
It
see
is
that
brutal. Is
the
what it is.
sand wrecked my suspension?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
true.
going for clay.
Yeah,
Guess what?
it was a nightmare.
The horrors persist.
Yeah, but
So I love the
it is
pool,
what it is.
but sometimes you make a great purchase and there's crap that comes with it, like a giant pile of dirt.
18% interest. Bad electronics.
Yeah.
What if
Life.
it was dirt with bad electronics and 18% interest? That would be our nightmare.
That's a nightmare.
Can I put that in the movie?
That's the nightmares persist.
That is the nightmares persist.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
put that in the movie.
All the parents out there who watch More Taco Encounter, teach your kids about interest, teach your kids to make wise
Yes.
financial decisions. We're trying to do the same, and we had to learn the hard way sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's the way it rolls.
Yep.
Well, we love you. Thanks for watching. We'll check you guys next time on the More Taco Encounter. Peace.